Aloha! I'm Janin Johnston, and thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a good day. And I want to talk to you again today about coming on a journey with me. So, yesterday in my Facebook Live, I invited you to dare to dream. And I also invited you to come on this journey with me. And what this journey is about you dreaming. And, like I was explaining yesterday, that sometimes from when you were really young, you had a dream to do something. You had a dream in your heart, but then life got in the way, and then you just kind of put that dream aside. And then, especially women, when you become an adult, life just seems to get so much busier. And, if you get married and have kids, then it gets, like full speed ahead, right? And then a lot of women I know tend to put their dreams on the side and say, it's okay, I don't have time, or, and then you start to have feelings of like, I'm not worth anything, or my dreams don't matter. I've heard a lot of things people say. So, but, at this time in life, it's never too late to revive that dream. You have a dream in you for a reason, and I want you to bring it up and go for it. And so yesterday I was sharing how I want you to be able to like feel it. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that video, go back and watch it after this one. And come on this journey with me, because I'm doing this as well in my life to fulfill my dreams. And some of the dreams that I've been working on are going to take a little bit longer. And but that's okay, right? It's not about just the destination, it's about the journey. So yesterday was the first step, and so today I want to talk to you about the second step in following your dreams and reviving that dream and making it happen. And the second step is all about focus. Okay, now focus is something that I have to admit I struggle with a lot. Like, I am one of those creative people who like bright, shiny objects just kind of throw me off track, and I'm like all of a sudden like, oh, well, maybe I can do this, or oh, maybe I could do that. And I find myself getting distracted and unfocused, and just going off in a million different directions. So there's things that I've been working on for a number of years now to try and help me to get focused. And so these are some of the things that I want you to take into consideration if you ever get like that, where you get off track and you have bright shiny object syndrome where everything just tends to like take your attention away from your main focus and your dream. And one of the things that is pretty powerful is where they talk about, other people have talked about vision boards. So I have two vision boards. I have them strategically in place. Actually, I have three, but two of them have specifics of the things that I want to accomplish and the things that I'm working for. One is in my closet, or not, it's not in the closet, it's on the wall by my closet. And the other one is right here in my office. And then I have another one that's kind of partially some of the things I want to do on the other end of my office by my other desk. So I try to keep those things front and center, so I'll always be looking at it as I walk past the door, because the one that I have right here is right next to the door that you walk out of my office. So it's always there, it's always bright. I made it really colorful and sparkly, and colorful pictures and things like that. So take that into consideration, because we're very visual, right? When we see things, everything is in color and images. So that really helps too. And some of the other things that I would like to share with you to stay focused on your dream is to put it in your calendar. Now, most cell phones, well, especially the iPhone, you have the calendar app, the main one that's just built in. Of course, you can, take the time if you want to go and download. They have apps to help you with your dreams or helping you keep track or whatever. But if you just use the basic built-in calendar app, put your dreams in there, like the final end result, like when it's accomplished, this is the dream that you will have realized and worked towards. And you can also set reminders in the phone to remind you at a certain time of day every day. And so that's what I do, is I have a number of my dreams and goals that I'm working towards in my calendar app on my phone. So I see it every day. So for me, I need many, many reminders to help keep me focused. Okay, so if you're like me, just follow along and try all of these things because they're very, very helpful. Okay, and then the other thing is to have an accountability partner. Like, this is something I've talked about before, like when I've gone to exercise. I used to walk for like 10 years. Well, I used to go walking with a walking buddy, and we tried to go like 3 times a week, and we've done that for 10 years. Now, I haven't gone walking in many, many months because of what's going on, and just I'm trying to focus on other things and other types of exercise. But have an accountability partner. So for with my goals and dreams, I have another really close friend that I talk to her about it, and she talks with me about it, and she keeps me accountable and helps me remember what I'm working towards. So that's really helpful too. And it's always nice to have somebody who is excited about your dreams just as much as you're excited about your dreams. And, we help each other in that way too. Okay. And the other thing is to write it out. Have a notebook, or if you're not a notebook person, then, just write it on a piece of paper and have it out in front of you in your area where you work, or somewhere where you're going to see it all the time, like maybe in the bathroom. You can, I don't know, tape it to your mirror. But I always have my notebook out and open, and I have all the things that I'm working towards, and I always try to add things to it every day as much as possible. I'll write down some idea of what else I could do to work towards that dream, or maybe something that I want to add to that dream, or whatever have you. So try to do all of these things that can keep it front and center. And also, I haven't done it for a couple years, but what I used to do was every day I used to write it out what my dream was, physically write it out. Like for years before my husband and I went to Italy, we went to Italy in 2017. That was my dream, to go to Italy for 25 years prior to us going. So a couple of years before we went, I would write it out all the time. Sometimes it was every day, sometimes every other day, but I would write it out. I want to go to Italy. I want to take a trip to Italy. And, I used to just write it every day so that I was focused on it. I was focused on what I needed to do to get there, as far as how much money I needed and how we were going to get there, and the things that we were going to do in the cities, and, just list everything out. And that really helps too, because that's focus, helping to keep you focused on what really matters to you, what's in your heart, and what you want to accomplish. Okay, so those are just some of the ways that can help you keep you focused on your dreams, to be able to work towards it and to fulfill it. So remember, this is about the journey just as much as it is about the destination when you get there, when you actually fulfill that dream and feel that excitement. And if you think about it every day, that is what's going to fuel it, and that's what's going to help you get to your dream and maybe even get there faster than you thought. Because the more excited you are about something, the more likely you are to work towards it, right? Just like, remember when you were a kid, when you wanted something so bad, that's all you could think about. And so try to think of these things and try some of these things that I suggested, because they really have worked for me, and that's what I keep doing. And the more you think about it and talk about it and share it with a close friend, um, the more alive it becomes, right? This dream is just like coming alive. And if you're not sure that you want to share it with somebody, you know, just write it down and just do all the other things. But I would suggest, if you can, go and find someone who will be supportive in your dream, and will be there to support you in a way that works best for you. So do that today, because we want to stay focused, because bright shiny objects will always come around and they will always distract you. And there's ways of dealing with that. So do it today, because you matter and your dreams matter. It's never too late. It doesn't matter how old you are or where you've been in life or what has happened to you. It's never too late to fulfill a dream that you've had in your heart. And it doesn't even matter how long ago you've had that dream. It doesn't matter if it was 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Just do it. Set out to do something good for yourself. Okay? Especially right now in this time with all the craziness going on, we need to start doing things that make us come alive. Like I always say, that when you wake up in the morning, you need something that makes you come alive and gets you excited, right? Too many times in life, we wake up every morning with dread. And of course, it's not everyone, but there's a large number of people that I've talked to where they wake up and it's just the dread. It's the same old grind every day, and they don't get excited for much because it seems so hard and so stressful, and on and on. So, and I know I've been there too. But now, especially as I'm getting older, I try to make it a point to find those things that make me come alive and get me excited to work towards. And when you become a happier person and you have something happy and excited to work towards, it really changes your demeanor and it affects the people around you. I know that for sure from experience. So you can just ask my husband and family. But it's very true. These things really make a big difference, and for one of the other things I want to leave you with before I close, before I end, is that those of you that believe in God and turn to God in your life, I would also encourage you to turn to God and ask for help too, to help keep you focused and help you to be able to work towards your dream. God usually puts dreams in our hearts for a reason, and it's always something for a special reason, and that's for you to find out. So those of you that do trust God and turn to Him, do that now as well. But please share this video with anyone who would get great value out of it. And we want more women to come alive and have something that they can get excited about. And it usually starts with a dream that we have in our hearts and that you have in your heart. So do this today, and I know you will not be disappointed. And I really thank you for being here. So stay tuned for tomorrow as we continue. I want to continue to invite you each day to go on this journey with me of working towards achieving our dreams. All right, you folks have a good day, and remember, you are worth it. Okay, aloha.